Heavenly Father, Lord, we just thank you for the week, Lord, for your spirit guiding us, protecting us, and for the word that you shared with us, God, Lord. We just pray that you help us apply it to our lives, Lord, Father God, to our families and our friends, Lord. As we come to the end of our camp, Lord, we just pray that you just watch over us, protect us, and keep us safe. To yours be the glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Taka.
Alright guys, and welcome back for another edition of Nighttime. Got Jono joining us tonight.
Howdy, how is everyone?
Yeah, good. And the lovely crazy lady.
Hello.
So, Mark Hughes, beanie for brain cancer round. And I do have mine. I'm not, a party pooper. I've just got pink hair that I honoured the bet, so it's, I'll have it on soon once this pink hair dries. But, get out and support Mark Hughes.
Yes, for purchase a beanie. Give Big Trek a follow. They're off on their walk tomorrow, or today they started.
It's a shame it's on during the week, to be honest, because, we looked into trying to go, but we just can't get time off work.
I know it's tricky, but I was trying to go to it today, but like that first initial walk, I can't do 150 Ks, God help us.
Oh, I was going to try, and then I was going to get the defibrillator and that to meet me halfway, so... But yeah, it'd be good to maybe do a, something next year, some kind of with them. But I mean, we did the breast cancer one.
New Year's Day.
Yeah, it was the
Glenn McGrath one.
Glenn McGrath, yeah. We went and done that with the big Andy. So that wasn't bad, but there's something that we could do that doesn't involve walking that far, because old legs like mine wouldn't. I don't know. I'd probably get to maybe the Harbour Bridge and.
There are other ways you can participate by jumping on the Big Trek on Facebook and donating.
That's right. So, or if anyone out there's watching the show and wants to donate, I'm sure we can get in contact with Mark. But yeah, good on everyone that's involved, and get out there and get a beanie and support it this weekend.
And there's plenty more stuff on the website too. There's scarves. What else do they have? Bow ties.
Bow ties?
Yes.
I didn't notice that. I should have got a bow tie.
Oh, yeah. So they've got plenty of stuff on the website, so check out the website as well.
But to be honest, it's wonder they don't do like individual teams' logos. Mark Hughes with the logo. They might have like a Knights logo and...
Oh, but I guess it's just generic. They want the whole, like, every club to be involved. But
yeah, but that's what I mean, like every club of the NRL. But I suppose it's... You can produce more when it's just the one.
Just the generic.
No, but good on them. So, we'll get into it and get into the show. Big show tonight, Jono.
Big show.
Rose 80. We've got a couple of things coming up tonight.
Yes, we do.
The new segment called Challenge the Crew.
Oh, yeah.
Which might involve these lovely things here. So we'll keep it posted. We just keep an eye on that. But, let's get into it, eh?
Let's get into it.
Origin. We'll start with Origin.
What a game.
What a game. How good was it? For some people, it was even better. I must say, a few people out there, the Panthers this. They was the difference.
Does my bold prediction sort of count? Because I said every Penrith player would score and nearly half the Penrith team did score. So does that sort of count, or did every player need to score?
I'll let you have that.
Yeah,
so for that,
Happy Coruscant, he was only on for 34 minutes. So
yeah, I was surprised at that. I thought they would have brought him on a bit more than that.
Well, I thought they would have played him the 25, 30 minutes, then Cook, and then maybe the last 10, 15 brought
That's what I thought.
Coruscant back on, but
it
there was no real need to, but because, look, by the end of, by 20 minutes to go, it was pretty much over, or 15, so...
It'd still give him a run.
But, I guess...
Once Nathan Cleary got on that roll, he couldn't stop him.
All right, I'll ask you, Nathan Cleary, is he the best player in the game?
He's the best halfback in the game, no question. Oh, there's a collective players. I reckon Isaiah Yo's been playing out of his skin as well. Cleary's he's in that top echelon of players in the game, but
Pappenhausen, he's a gun.
But when he's healthy, but I'll go out there and say he probably is the best player in the game at the moment.
I was leaning towards it, but I didn't want to sound biased. And I knew Kyle.
Yeah, why do you think I'm saying it as well? No, but I generally think he's on he's best player on the hottest team at the moment. Look, if he didn't bounce back, everyone would be bagging out from game one. He didn't have his best game, but he was pretty much firing on all cylinders since the first half. Because look at that kick into Burton.
That's what I was worried about. That's who was missing, Burton.
And
he
I
just
also
works well.
put it back down to the forwards this week. They owned up. They went forward and provided the space and everything for Cleary to be able to produce the magic. So,
I will admit I just thought it was a big head scratcher getting Jake Trbojevic.
100%.
And no question that was all gone because he was probably up there as one of the men of the games, I reckon, or player of the game.
Very close. On our show, obviously, we had a few to decide the man of the match. And a few said Burt and a few said Cleary, so we had a joint man of the match. But he wasn't far off it either.
Exactly. And I will admit, I was one of those people that was a head scratcher, was like, why is he in the squad?
But at prop, I was a bit...
Yeah, that's what I was like too.
Yeah.
He brought the leadership
that
they needed.
And once again, too, the gentleman of the game, really. He done a bit of a, I wouldn't say dirty tackle, but a bit of a high tackle or something. Straight away, are you okay? Are you okay?
He's always like that, yeah.
So, champion bloke. But, mate, honestly, would you make any changes? If so, and why?
Well, Payne Haas, he may not be there.
That's going to be a big loss if he's not in there. Everyone's confused about centre.
I wouldn't change him.
Everyone's saying Crichton could be the odd man out because he didn't have the best game.
He didn't have a bad game, but if it's not broken, don't fix it.
I'm 100%. I reckon keep that same 17 or forbidding injury or COVID.
No disrespect to Latrell, and Latrell even said Crichton, or was it Burton, can have the...
Well, I thought it was Staggs or something, but then he's
Burton can have number 4.
Yeah, so he was... Yeah.
So, but I think I wouldn't make any changes.
I wouldn't. Crichton didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think he had a bad game.
He was quiet.
Yeah, but he didn't need
quiet?
to. But he didn't need to have a big game. But that's probably the besides Haas if he's fit enough, and you're forced to make a change. But I wouldn't. I'd keep the same 17,
100%.
18. But
I would too.
But in Freddie, I trust. In Freddie, we trust because he made some changes.
But when you win by that much, you can't change that side.
Exactly.
I'll be honest. Last week, I'm like, oh, no. But yeah.
Well, do you agree with Kurt Gidley? He come out and said if Payne Haas's ankle injury is serious, he'd be looking at Jacob Saifidi.
Yeah. Or Clem. I'm not being biased because they're our team. I just think Clem, week in, week out, has dug deep, and even on losing sides, he's just give 100%.
I agree with that. Or one of the two Newcastle boys, because you saw, you can't bring what's his name, Campbell Gillard back because he was dropped and he didn't really perform that well.
But my only problem is, would you throw Jacob in the deep end on such a crucial game 3, on a decider up at Suncorp?
Well, didn't Daniel make his debut in game 3? But that might have been in Sydney or one of those mutual.
That's my only problem with putting Jacob. Jacob deserves a spot, 100%. But I don't want to see what happened to Jared Mullen.
Yep.
Jared Mullen was thrown in the deep end. He was never the same again.
Yep.
I don't want to see that happen to Jacob. So do you put someone with a bit of experience like Clem in?
Yep.
Or do you go for the young bloke that deserves a spot as well?
It's tricky. Like you said, it's in Brisbane. It's a decider. I don't know. In Freddie, I'm going to say in Freddie we trust.
Either one of those two I would be happy with.
Yep.
anyone else outside the NRL, outside of that, I don't really think deserves a spot.
Yeah.
Call that bias, call it what you want, but I think they deserve it. Well, Jacob was in the side before he got dropped last week, and we all know what Clem brings. So, yeah, I mean, if you could have New Zealand props in it, we'll put the fish in.
Yeah.
But we'll get onto that in a bit later. But yeah, so would you change anyone?
Oh, I think Freddie's waiting to see how Latrell plays on the weekend before
But-
he decides.
I wouldn't change it.
No, don't fix what's not broken.
You'd only bring in the Trill as a 14, I reckon.
I wouldn't bring him in.
But that's if you're gonna. But then you drop it, and then it's a toss up between Coruscant and Cook, and I think Cook's a better 80-minute player than a.
I wouldn't
Then
bring him
Cotton,
in
but-
because he's been out for so long. He's going to have no match fitness.
Yeah.
I know that Trell's a champion player, 100%.
I think that's the main reason why he wasn't picked for game 2, because I think he was eligible, but he's got no fitness, and I'd rather pick.
And the centres haven't done anything wrong. And, well, Burton picks himself.
Yeah, exactly.
How was that bomb?
Oh, seen some pearlers, but jeez.
Apparently, it's still going.
Oh, yeah. All right. Origin on Sundays, yes or no?
Yep,
Yes.
just earlier.
Well, it's not going to happen. They're changing it again.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Yes.
So it's 3 Wednesdays, or what do they do?
Wednesday and earlier in the night. I say no. It's Saturday, and then you have the internationals on as well, because I'll tell you what, that was an absolute pearler of a weekend. Then.
Well, they've been scrapped.
That's right. They're
I'll
not
scrap the internationals as well.
for now, yes. Which I am filthy at, but we'll get into that.
Well, I don't understand. They scrapped City Country, and now they scrapped.
Oh, they'll be back in 5 years' time or something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I could be dead by then.
We all
know-
could.
Like,
Eating those chips, you will.
but you know what I mean? You had such... We'll get into that soon, but... Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know whether it's a player's concern, like knock on wood, Ponga got injured in Origin, so it was like something like. Is it more about the player's concern if they're playing international matches? There's a high risk of injury.
Yeah, but
that
he's
kind-
playing Origin, so he'll be ineligible for that.
No, but that's what I mean. But
Yeah.
because players are playing Origin, high risk for
righto.
injury. They have all this international. It's a higher risk of injury for like. Is it more of like clubs saying no international?
Yeah, I think because they don't want the pause in the season.
Yeah.
Well, too bad. It's when you're on that kind of money, and the fans are keeping your club in a financial business that it is. It's time to start giving the fans what they need, and that showcased not just football; it showcased international football. And they're on about racism and stuff in the game they want to get rid of. This was a perfect way to stop all the racism and bring an understanding of all these other cultures.
Well, I guess too, it's like good for the players. I know it's heartbreaking for some players that are like on that fringe edge and making an Origin team, but then they get to play a game anyway. So
Yeah.
And as I said, we'll get into that a little bit later, but it's bloody awesome games. Should every year Origin be one game New South Wales, one game Queensland, and the decider in Perth?
I'm happy with one in each, but I'm happy for that third one to be like a neutral
Yes.
site, whether it's they go back to Adelaide, Perth. I don't know if there's a stadium big enough in Northern
I
Territory.
was quite impressed with Perth. Do you know why, too? Did you see the lights at start? They had
No.
a Newcastle theme. It was more red than maroon, so it was red and blue.
Well, I guess it's a new stadium, but I'm more than happy. I'm like, well, I know I was opposed to this in the past, but maybe the state of origin in New Zealand because those fans have been deprived.
Yeah, no,
But I reckon I do agree, like a mutual site, whether it's a
Yeah.
game 3 or it's a game 1 or game 2. So it's like it's fair then. And like they're trying to grow the game everywhere.
And
So,
saying that too, it gives the when it was over in Perth, it gives the fans over there that haven't seen real much of it since the Western Reds, really.
exactly. So
So, yeah, that's I'm all for that one. Going back to that, should there be international football around like last week every year? I say yes.
no
Maybe.
question, yes.
Maybe at the end of the season, though. So there is
Yeah.
no pause.
Yeah, but then what do you do with the, You could do that, then have an Australian team like the World Cup. We'll have them all.
Oh, that's like, I thought there was always like test matches on at the end of the year kind of thing. So unless they just want to keep that continuing and like more of like a mini World Cup kind of thing, like.
But yeah, I want to see the likes of Fiji, Samoa, Tonga, all them back.
Or maybe like a 4 Nations or a 5 Nations or a 6 Nations.
No,
like,
I'm going to go that one step further. Remember the World Sevens?
yes.
And we had teams from America and
Yes.
things like that. Let's go the world, have teams from all over the world play for one whole weekend, like a round robin kind of thing. I reckon that would be good again.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It was more of a, like you say, the Americans, they weren't that good, but they give it a good go. It was funny, and then, they were getting beaten by 30-0 or something like that. Then you'll see them start playing gridiron. And it was actually, it was fun. It was a good thing to do. Also, remember back in the year you used to go, as a kid, you'd go to the footy and you'd see President's Cup play, then you'd see reserve grade, and then first grade. Should it be back each week like that okay, we go watch the Knights play the Titans this weekend. Should the Titans have a WNRL team, a reserve grade and a first grade, so then you get to see all 3 grades?
I think they should do something like that. I reckon 100%. But because then you're really getting your money's worth,
That's
and
right.
hopefully those like those real diehard fans will turn up early and they get
Make a family day of it.
exactly.
And the
And
thing
you
is,
can see the young ones coming up through the ranks.
Yeah.
exactly. And they're trying to promote the women's game. What a better way to do it? You know what I mean? All 3 have, get all the fans, get all the crowd involved, and you get to see some of your superstars that have been playing, that are usually regular first graders that are in reserve grade as well. Like this weekend, because, the cup game's not with first grade, and you've got other things on, you're going to miss it. So you don't get to see the likes of Brodie Jones, Jesse Sue, all those kind of people. Speaking of Jesse Sue, the club's
I was waiting for it.
unfortunately some bad news. Jesse Sue's going to England next year.
Well, that's we don't have to pace him in another team, so it's unfortunate for him. But you can understand it's part of the business, but he's got to do what's best for Jesse Sue, and it's unfortunate.
it is sad to see him go. Stop it, but
Wait,
I can
He's
see a little tear coming out of that.
He's
eye.
keeping
I
Kleenex in
spoke to
business.
him I spoke to him the other day, so it's all good. Nah, he's hoping to finish on a high, and he still hopes to finish the year in some finals. So Willie Peters has took him with him. So and Tex Hoy.
Oh yeah, I did hear about Tex.
Yeah, but good luck to Jess and Tex. But it's sad to see players go, especially the ones you
Have a man
grow-
crush on.
I was going to say get a friendship with, but anyway. So,
No, definitely.
Friendship.
so look out, Kurt and Brady. They're next, and but yeah. Anyway, we might take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, and welcome back. Yeah, Origin's still in their Origin, mate. Kafusi sin binning. What do you take of that? I mean, like,
What do you mean? What if I take of that? Of course, it was a sin bin.
no, but he didn't go off for the full 10 minutes.
What?
Yeah, but apparently there's 3 clocks. Kent was saying.
Because Cleary done the conversion after the siren went, they continued that as time off.
The game clock stopped at 40 minutes, but the sin bin clock kept counting as the Blues halfback prepared to add that extra 2 points.
Which is a crock of...
Yeah.
The siren went. Cleary's got to take the conversion, obviously. But that stops. That is not your time off in the bin. So I think that is another... Oh, can't say it, but stuff up from the NRL. It needs to be fixed.
No,
That is
I
my
agree with
opinion.
that. I didn't know that was the...
He
Well,
got
I thought they just went off the game clock.
Well, you would think so. Yeah, okay. Kafusi's been sent off at 45 minutes into the game. He comes back at 55 minutes into the game. How easy? I know there's a timekeeper, but wouldn't he go off that as well? Yeah, I find that ludicrous,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Oh, look, it's a minute and whatever it
But
was.
that minute,
40 seconds.
my point is that minute could have been the difference between a team winning and losing.
But it wasn't.
Was it?
So.
No, it wasn't. So
I know, but it needs to be fixed. So get on to it, NRL.
On Felice Kafusi, apparently he's reportedly set to fly to Los Angeles because his father's fallen ill,
Oh,
and it's unclear whether he'll return in time to play the third Origin game.
oh well, I hope. First off, I hope everything is all well.
Yeah.
You know, and second of all, I hope he does because, you know, Queensland, New South Wales aside, he probably deserves to play the third game.
Oh, and you want a full strength Queensland team. You
That's
don't
right.
want a watered down
Yeah,
Queensland team. So yeah.
And apparently, like I've never met the bloke, but apparently he's a really, really nice guy. So, you know, poor bugger going through a hard time, and you know he's played game 1 and 2. It would be sad to see him outed for something that's out of his control like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, send out our support to the Kafusi family. I hope it's all well there. But Origin, mate, that had to be, I think, one of the best games I've seen at Origin level for a long time.
Yeah.
I
Good game.
Yeah, I honestly, and like you said, Fittler is a masterclass, really. But in saying that too, I've spoke to people that, you know, bag Panthers to the ground because they're so good, and even they've come out and said they were the difference. And I mean, that's why they win the comp, aren't they?
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, the most points in an Origin game were 32 by Ryan Girdler in Game 3, 2000. Nathan Cleary on Sunday night's game, 24 points.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's getting close. Well, Girdler's, I think, too, was that the one where he scored the try in the first 30 seconds of the game? Was that the one?
I'm not sure.
I think it might have been. So, yeah, Cleary's, I tell you what, and the way he's kicking, you wouldn't want to be his dog, would you?
No.
So, yeah, good on him. But game 3, looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah.
Who takes the fullback position if Ponga's out? Because there's been rumblings about that. He might.
It's not going to happen, but could I throw Kurt Mann in there?
Yeah.
I'd like to. I mean, we all know he's a Queenslander and was in the 18th man last year. But I think Kurt's form is well warranted. I know he's not playing fullback, he's playing lock, and there's others in front of him, but it'd be good to see him get even a 14 spot. But I don't really know who else I'd put.
I think it's
AJ Brimson? Is that him from the Titans?
Well, I think that Reece Walsh has been in the
Oh, yes.
22, so I think he's the.
Yeah, he will.
I think he's the number one choice if Ponga is unavailable. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Brimson's brought in to play fullback.
Yeah, no, I'd go with Walsh. I'm a fan of Walsh. I think he's got a lot to offer in the right team. And he can kick goals as
Yeah.
well. We see, what's his name? Centre for Queensland.
Holmes.
Valentine Holmes. He had a very ordinary game last week.
Yeah, he did.
Which you probably won't see for a long time again now from Valentine. He doesn't play too many bad games like that. But, you know, that Reece Walsh could step up and say, well, okay, I'll take the pressure off you for the goal kicking. But I honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't probably make too many changes with Queensland as well. I just think they were outplayed. The only one I'd change is looks like Munster might be out. So
You won't.
if that's the case,
Grubster.
you need a 5'8", which I'll tell you what. While
Did you just say Grubster?
Yeah.
while we're on the
I agree.
subject of that, we'll talk about Travojevic. Jake will come out in a losing side and he'll still find positives. He come out and said, Nathan Cleary is not that good. We made him look good. Like, are you serious, mate?
Munster, yeah.
Like, give the bloke some credit. He outplayed you. You played crap. Don't try and sit there and, I find
I find it distasteful, and it's not like he only did kicking. Like, he scored 2 tries, and that last try was one of the softest tries I've ever seen, where he threw the dub and he just went straight over.
Well, that's what
untouched.
he's saying. They were that bad. They made him. Because they were that bad, they made him look good.
Oh, but you still got to take your
But
opportunities
he
when you
found
can.
them. He made Queensland look bad.
Why were they so bad, though? Because Origin is the best of the best.
But they weren't that bad. It was more New South Wales were that good, made them look bad. But he's trying to turn it around and say, we were just that bad, made them look good. I'm sorry, mate. You were outclassed, you were outplayed, and New South Wales were more hungry than you.
I think in that definitely in the last 10 minutes, they just pretty much given up because the floodgates open and...
And while we're on the subject here, Cleary, we'll keep going. The tackle he got reported for on Ponga. Are you joking?
they're just trying to crack down on...
Yeah, but that's soft. Are we playing rugby league or are we playing marbles?
I'm too biased to comment.
Even Andrew Johns, that wears a Knight's heart on his, he even said against Ponga, which is probably one of Ponga's probably biggest fans is Andrew Johns. He said, are you joking? He was even outraged by it. Like, I know we've got to crack down on head highs and I'm 100% for it, but there was nothing in that.
But what's to go with Ponga and his tackling, or should I say lack of?
Well, that's another thing too. He throws his body into it, sort of thing. Like, he dives and his body's flying in the air.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, classy player. We all know that. But rather than throwing yourself like that, maybe putting your body into the tackle would be more effective. Like, I don't know. That might be
I'm
his
sort
way.
of getting a bit worried by Ponga because it looks like he's starting to be made of glass, to be honest. Like, that's 2 head knocks in the last 3
I
weeks.
think it's protocol too. He has no choice. Even if he was fine, he's got no
But
choice.
he needs to look at the style, how he plays, to try and avoid that situation. It's the way he goes in.
Yeah, it's more of like the way he plays, not the protocol. It's more of...
Oh, yeah, I agree. 100% agree. But, yeah. Anyway, we might... we've got a couple of people that went to the Origin, so we might take a quick look at this.
G'day folks and welcome to the Nighttime Podcast. Buff here from Kabashi and we are at beautiful Optus Stadium, Western Australia. This time you're in our backyard, so we're going to go check out State of Origin number 2. And of course we've got New South Wales versus Queensland, the second Origin match. New South Wales are down by 1. It's time to come back. And as a proud Novocastrian, it is great to see all the New South Wales jerseys here, folks. Just check them out, a lot of them. So come on in, we're going to go check out the game. Come on, go the Blues. G'day folks, not half a hot air, beautiful, 24 degrees in Perth. And I'm here with a man who's come all the way from Hull.
Hull.
In England. Did I pronounce it right? There's a Hull?
Yorkshire.
In Yorkshire, sorry.
Yorkshire.
To see the game?
Yes.
And, mate, do you follow a team in the NRL?
Yes, I do. It's Brisbane Broncos.
Brisbane Broncos?
Brisbane Broncos. Forget the Blues.
We're being mugged.
Yes.
Is there any Knights fans? Is there any Knights fans amongst us?
No, only a shortage. There's a few shortage ones. But apart from that, no, we're all big fellas here.
Well, mate, I understand you're going for Queensland.
I'm definitely going for Queensland.
Oh, my God.
It's the team to beat. Basically, they are the team to beat.
All right, Nighttime
Wishing everybody
fans.
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday.
All the way from Hull in England.
Come on, you all!
Well, the ground's looking absolutely awesome. We are set for a massive show now. The game on now is a representative match between some of the under-18s here in Western Australia. We really need a team over here in WA. And then, unfortunately, Knights might become his second favourite team. But look, beautiful stadium, Optus Stadium, one of the best in the world. Come check it out. Pretty soon we're going to have the first grade running out of 5:50. People are coming in. It's going to be huge. We're in for a big night. Go the Blues. G'day folks, and And I tell you what, it wasn't long before I ran into a fella from Newcastle. Oh, you're from Newcastle?
I am, mate, yeah.
Beautiful. Whereabouts in Newey, mate?
I'm a Merriweather boy in Katara High. I went to.
Merriweather. I'm going to guess Ridge Street, Merriweather.
Not quite.
Not quite?
Not quite.
Hey, his parents aren't doctors, obviously.
Lorraine Street.
Beautiful. What's your name, mate?
Sunny.
Sunny. So we've got Sunny all the way over here in WA. How long you been a Knights fan for, mate?
Oh, mate, I pinned this back. I think this is a 92, 93 jersey.
I reckon I saw Sammy Stewart running around in that exact
probably.
jersey.
Look at the signatures and everything. This is the first time I've worn it.
That's brilliant.
Mate, never worn it out in public.
Let's have a look and try and pick some of these signatures.
What have we got? I can't read.
Look at it. Oh, hang on. That could be Denny Smith.
Oh, yeah.
And we might have two Sunny, so it's the original one.
You know who my favourite was? Ash the Flash Gordon.
Big Ash the Flash Gordon. I'll tell you, here's something about Ash the Flash. The first signing for Newcastle, the first guy when they decided to enter the comp in 1988, Ash the Flash was the first bloke they signed. So
there you go.
Awesome, mate. Who's going to win tonight? Don't even need to ask. Don't even need to ask.
Question, mate. Don't be silly.
Don't even need to ask. Look, Kalen, look after yourself, son. It's fair dinkum. You know, you should be in a blue jersey.
It's game on.
Game on.
Game on.
Sunny, top stuff.
Good on you, mate.
Nighttime fans, check it out. Massive game. Kick off in about an hour. Should have been Kabash.
Just trying to do what we can. As true blue die-hard Newey Knights fan. It's right time, it's that time. Bleed red and blue for a lifetime. It's right time, it's that time. Bleed red and blue for a lifetime. It's right time, it's that time. Bleed red and blue for a lifetime. It's right time, it's that time. Bleed red and blue for a lifetime.
Blues are absolutely killing it. The crowd's going off. It's massive. And who have we had just go in? Is the lie. Oh, it's Nathan Cleary again for his double. What a game! Go New South Wales. You've done us proud. Western Australia loves you. Bring a team to Perth. Bring a team to Perth. Well, that's a wrap, folks. It's a State of Origin second game, and it looks like we're going to a decider. My name's Buff. It's been an absolute fantastic night. Go the Blues. You've done amazingly well. Absolutely trounced Queensland. Mate, I'm very proud. From Jai, from Kabashi, over here in WA. I'm out. Go the Blues. Back to you guys and the Nighttime Podcast.
So, awesome. That was some good stuff there from Jai.
Love
Very
it.
good stuff. Love it.
From the Buff. So, it was good to see some of the fans over there and a bit of the action.
And a Knights jersey.
A Knights jersey. Shame Adam couldn't turn up because imagine the pair of them there. There'll be some shenanigans, wouldn't there?
Oh,
so,
plenty of.
and speaking of shenanigans and that, they're coming over soon, the Kabashi boys. So,
Are they all?
yes. So we'll have... imagine the studio that night. It's in September, but even if it's out of footy season, we'll do a special. A nighttime.
What do you mean out of Knights footy season?
No, I mean
They're
if
heading
it's,
into the finals.
yeah, but if it's not in finals or not, but
It is. It's the end of September.
Oh.
Grand finals in October.
oh yeah, true. We'll look out that week. Even if we'll have a special Kabashi edition.
Well, they're coming on the Friday and the Saturday towards the end, so
Yeah, well we might even have to have two shows that week.
Or they must have a whole week over here.
Well, okay, I'll put that out to the Kabashi boys they're watching. Floor boy Gary has just said he'll put you up in his room, in his house for the week.
Yeah.
You were going to say room then.
Yeah, well, what they do there is up to them, but yeah, no, it'd be good to get them over here and yeah,
Have a bit of fun.
Yeah, so yeah, what caught my eye this week?
Oh, my eye! Ow!
We'll start with you, Dom.
Oh, what caught my eye was the superstar Brian To'o in the sheds after the game when he went and kissed Mary McGregor on the head.
Yeah,
I just thought that was cute.
I was watching the game actually. I saw, there's Mary, because I was watching with the Bad
Yeah,
Edge
I was shocked.
Dragon supporter.
Oh, good on him for involving him. You know, it's another thing I take off the Fittler. You know, he's got him, he's got a few others, and he's got, you know, obviously Bedsy, Greg Alexander. So they've got a good coaching staff. But Brian Tootle, has to probably be the funniest man in the league.
Oh, it's definitely one of the best characters. I think I said game one, State of Origin, pitch black, he's rocking up with shades.
Even his hair, though, it's...
But even in real life, he's the same when you meet him. Like, we'll went round to see, and he was being smart, mucking around with us. Through there, and I just thought, you're not just showing it for the cameras. That is
because
you.
of Dean's size, he's like, you're not going to bash me, are you?
But you know what I mean? It's just... It shows that he's not just putting it on for the camera.
I don't know who I'd take out of a fight. Good old Smita and Toto, because he looks like he packs a punch.
Oh, he would get me. It's like a case of the Rottweiler and the Chihuahua.
But I've been saying it all along. He looks like he's got the most powerful legs in league. Like, just he's strong.
He's a gentleman, absolute gentleman. But yeah, there should be more of it.
Same with Luai though.
Oh yeah.
People say he's a pig and a grub and whatever, but
and he's
in
got
real
his
life,
he's a boombox man, isn't he?
yeah. But he stays behind
An hour and a half
just
at
to get
Energy
photos.
Australia the other day.
Every single person that wanted a photo and an autograph.
He didn't say no to.
Yeah. Even though it was freezing and he probably wanted a hot shower or whatever.
And every single person down that fence line, he got. If there was someone hanging over from back in the nosebleed Mitchell section, he waited till they come down. And I'll tell you what, I know I'm saying a lot about Penrith, but I've just been involved with them of late, and a lot of clubs need to take a good hard look at them. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I guess it's the club too, but it's the players too. Like they've got like such a good. Like,
They've got that brotherhood because they grew up together.
yeah, exactly.
But even Fish, you even see Fish, he was the same, and Villiamu. Like,
Fish is really shy though.
he's another David Clemmer. Shy, but a hard man. So, anyway,
It's not
Jono.
the Panthers show.
Well, a couple of things caught my eye. Surprise, surprise. First one, I've got to get this name up right. Josh Schuster, having a couple of tears coming out of his eye playing for Samoa. Passionate, just to see that, like, he's not picked for Origin, but seeing, like, what it means to represent his country, like Samoa. That was really awesome to see.
Seeing him run with the ball, though, it had me laughing. I said to Dean, watch this. When he had the ball, he was running, but his tongue had come out and then go back in and then come back out. It was like he was a bloody goat or something.
You'd be worried if someone hit your jaw accidentally. Off goes your tongue. But it's a concentration thing. Michael Jordan was the same.
Second thing that caught my eye, I don't know who the player was. Please forgive me, Kyle. You probably know this. Made a lot of women out there happy. It was towards the end of the game, and someone was grabbed Nathan Cleary's pants, tried to yank him off the tackle, and pulled his pants down.
I must have missed that.
Oh, God, now I know what we're doing tonight.
Go and watch a replay.
Slow motion.
Night Times fans, I need help on this.
Apparently it was a cracker of a tackle.
Yeah, it was cracker, and they're like, I can't remember who the player was, but yanked him up by his pants and pulled his pants down. It was a good old Hindy moment.
Oh,
I must have been putting Portia to bed or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the last 5 minutes or something. But
Typical.
I'm sure we've seen it. I said something to you.
I can't remember.
I can't remember who the player was, but it would have
Must
made
have
a
been
lot of...
that good.
Yeah, because I said it was a hindy. Oh, I can't remember. We'll watch it
I
again.
can't remember. Any nighttime listeners out there, can you send us in the player who pulled the pants down?
Send us in a photo too.
And what time it was. I can check it.
That'll make life easier.
Yeah.
But back with the Schuster thing, Kevin Nagama for Fiji is the same.
Passionate.
Yeah, passionate with the... Was that... Sorry, cutting in. Is that you finished with what caught
Yeah,
your
it's nothing else caught my eye.
eye? All right. Well, moving on to what caught my eye was, like on the start there of the show, we had the Fiji and him. Just before the game they do it, And then after the game, they all got in the circle with the PNG team and sung another one. And just the passion that it comes. I sat there and watched it. I probably annoyed Collie. I watched it that many times. You know, you look at that, you look at the Samoas and the Tongans and the New Zealanders doing the haka and that, and it gives you goosebumps. Then you look at the Australians with the national anthem and they're looking around, or you just think the pride and passion that they have is amazing.
Well, that's something I've noticed, like with some of the Penrith boys. I know it's not the Penrith show, but like a few would like Fisher Harris kick out. I think Toto, Crichton all get in a little circle after a game. And I think a couple of times they bring in other players' teams just like have their little circle just to say, well, I don't know what they say, probably like good game and thank God they're not injured or anything like that. No one was injured. So that's something I really respect about those boys too. Like,
well, Nathan Cleary, when he walks out, you see him praying. He'll look up and pray.
That's right. Well, it's working. But, yeah, I love that. Hence why, you know, we're getting involved with some of that Fijian team that we're looking after. And But, yeah, I love the Fijian culture. And Viliamu kick out on that. You just watch him, like, doing the hymn. He just gets so involved with it. It's amazing. I love it. Well, that's what caught my eye. Or should I say that's what caught my ears too. But, yeah, we might, while we're on here, we might do 3, 2, 1. Instead of Night of the Round, we might do Blues of the Week.
Blues of the Week?
Blues of the Week. So what we will do, each game now, we missed the first one, but game 2 and game 3, we'll do a 3, 2 and 1, who we thought was the best, second best, and obviously third. And at the end of game 3, we'll crown our nighttime man of the series, who we thought was the best man of the series. So I'll kick the ball off this week, and my 3 went to Nathan Cleary. Surprise, surprise. 2 went to Matt Burton. I thought he was, you know, really close to being up there with Nathan Cleary. And on debut, the scorer try, got his meat pie. Didn't put a foot wrong, so, you know, good on him. And I had a joint third one for Isaiah. I done all the stuff in the middle that, you know, just a typical Isaiah
just
game.
gets all that dirty work done.
And Gerbo. So they get mine. But a special mention goes to Junior Paulo. He was hard to leave out. And after game 1's performance, really stepped up. He was walking up and down the sideline. He was itching to get on.
Oh, it was like a raging bull.
And, I mean, yeah, he was hard to leave out. But that's my 3, 2, 1. Kylie.
Well, my 3, 2, 1 go to Freddie Fittler for what he did.
Yeah, true.
But if I was to pick players, 3 would be Burton because he had an absolute blinder. Cleary for 2 and Gerbo for 1.
Oh, well, that was pretty much who I had. Burton is my 3 points because cracker of a debut. I think he scored on one of his first touches.
Yeah.
And just that bomb. If I was his mate, I was his agent, I'd be sending that tape over to the NFL. Get a couple mil.
They're already looking at him.
Yeah, exactly. Get a couple mil for being on the field for 5 minutes.
Well, his kick meters were 198.
And he was doing that from a centre's position. And that's what I'm glad they brought him in to take that pressure off Cleary. So.
That's right. Got an extra ball play.
Yeah, exactly. 2 points went Nathan Cleary, self-explanatory. Goal kicking, had a solid kicking game, scored a double. 1 point went to Gerbo. What can I say? Just because killer of a game, left out of that first game, and he could have been salty. Probably was a bit salty about it, and then to come out in game 2 and say, "Look, I still belong on this stage."
I tell you what,
and killed it.
Did we play Manly? Or were we finished with Manly?
No, I think Manly's coming up. Maybe
I might see if we can get Gerbo on. I mean, absolute champion of a guy. I'd love to have a chat with him and you know, rack his brain. And but I tell you, back on that, if Cleary didn't kick the goals as good as he did, Burton would have got my 3. But it's just because of the way Cleary was kicking them goals too, he ended up taking out.
I think, Manny Burton got my 3 because it was his debut too. And he just absolutely killed it. And it looked like he belonged on that Origin level.
I tell you what, he belongs. Oh yeah, we do have Manly. Yeah, 4 Pines Park. That's right.
16th of July.
Burton belongs as a Panther, but you see how well they play together.
We can't afford him now.
Well, he's price has just gone up through the roof now, so the Bulldogs will be offloading some players, I'd say.
Yeah, but couldn't have to do a bad bloke. Because I remember hearing about a story. He was I think it was that first year when they made the grand final. They were trying to find a position for him. They said, "I'll stick him in the centre." He's killed it at centre for a couple of years. Now he's in the halves and
good on him. Good on him, and a country boy.
Exactly. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, good on him. But yeah, that's 3 2s and 1s for this week. So we might take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, it's time for Talking Schmidt.
Talking Smith.
Talking Schmidt.
All right, the switchboard's lit up, so we might go to our first caller. Caller number 1, who have we got?
Hey, mate, you got Kev again, once again.
Oh, Big Kev.
Big Kev.
Big Kev from up there in Queensland, eh?
That's me, mate, living the dream.
Yeah, a bit of an origin theme, see? Queensland, New South Wales, but I think he's a New South Wales.
Was he a Blues or a Maroons?
He's a Blues.
I'm a loud and proud blue, mate.
Oh, thank God for that.
But he's up in Banana Bend, the country, which is good. It's a good place to live.
Well, it's a good time to be up there, if you like the heat.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good for heat. It's a little bit chilly at the moment, but...
Mate, what's your question for us, mate?
Mate, big question this week, fellas and ladies. Dane Gagai, should he be rested and put Tuala and Best into centres?
Ooh. Good
If
question.
you look at the stats, Gagai's missed an average of 13 tackles a game.
Ooh.
And he was rather quiet on Sunday night.
I did see good old Simpsons meme where like it was a good old crusty doll. And it was like the Knights logo and the Maroons logo. He's like, here's the problem.
Yeah, switch to Knights and not. Yeah. How good was that?
I think
a week in reserve grade?
I think just give him the week off, to be honest. Like, he's one of the older boys. And,
Yeah, true.
Like,
But
you give him a week and then, well, like, here's one for you. You rest him for the rest of the season if, like, the Knights can't make the finals.
No, you're getting paid to play.
Well, that's true.
I'd rest him, maybe give him 2 weeks rest. He's obviously carrying that quad injury still. So,
maybe if he, maybe have a chat with him and say, if that is the problem. Okay, you got 2 weeks R&R.
Yeah.
If not, just say, look, mate, I'm going to go with Best and Tuala. If your form doesn't start improving, you might go and visit reserve grade for a week. Only that's if he's not injured. If he's injured, 100%. But I mean, that little scare might be enough to mentally kick you back into gear.
Yeah. But does AOB have the balls to do it?
No, he doesn't.
That's the real question.
If you're more of a, no disrespect here, he's a, obviously a champion mate, but if you're a Brodie Jones or someone, they've got no issues doing it because he's not as a big name, if you know what I mean.
He wasn't like the Knights' marquee signing of the off-season.
So I mean, if it's good enough for BJ or Jesse Sue, it's good enough for the others, I feel.
100%. It should be a blanket rule.
That's right. So, and I mean, going back into the cup side is sometimes the best thing that happened to some players.
100%.
So, that's a good question, that. So, I think maybe give him a rest for a week or two and see what happens.
How do you think Bradman's going to go this week, back from injury?
I imagine he'll be heavily strapped.
He'll be fine. He's a tough little boy.
Yeah.
Maybe standoffish because of
might be a little bit,
memories.
But no, it'd be good to see him back.
Could be. But, end of the day, he did it trying to score a try, so...
Yeah.
That's true.
That's right. Mate, champion question once again.
No, all good, mate. No dramas. Loving the show, so keep it up, crew.
Mate, I've had a little chat with Kev too in the last couple of weeks, and we're going to be seeing a little bit more of Kev on the show lately. Coming up. So we've got a little surprise for you. A little surprise thing coming up with a couple of new things that Kev's going to be involved with from up there in Queensland.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. It'll be good. It'll be good to hit the ground running and get this show on the road.
Nice.
That sounds good, mate. We appreciate your inputs. We're going to use you to, to the best ability of the show, which is it's going to be good. So it'll be good for you to join the ride, mate.
Absolutely, mate. No, thank you. Thank you very much. So.
Are you also in the running this week for a prize? We're not sure what Jono hasn't gone into his bag yet, but we're going to have a look for a prize.
Come on, Jono.
Come on.
Oh, he's still Logie fevered. So
still recovering.
I was about to say, just because you want a Logie, mate.
I'm still recovering, trust me.
So we'll have a look there, but stay tuned, mate. You'll have to watch the rest of the show to see if you win.
That's it, mate. I will be. Don't you worry.
Thanks, champion, and
thanks, mate.
We'll talk to you soon. Go the Knights.
Go the boys. See you, mate.
Bye.
Yeah.
It's caller number 2. Who we got there, mate?
It's Andy.
Oh, big Andy. Hey.
Is big is floor boy Gary there tonight?
Mate, he is, yeah.
He is. Oh, very good. Very good. How's the show progressing?
Yeah, mate, going well. We're all missing you here and hoping the missus gets on the mend soon and
speedy recovery.
Well, getting there. I don't know who's in my chair tonight. They've got big shoes to fill.
The Big Johnson.
Big Johnson. The Logie winner. So I think it'll be. I think it'll.
Chair. What are you talking about?
I think it'll be going down once you get back, mate.
Yeah, no, Kylie's in the middle tonight. The crazy lady.
Ooh.
And then we got the Mitch is in the on the bench.
Yeah.
Cutting up the oranges.
So what's your question for us, Chairman?
I was watching the State of Origin the other night, and I think it was Queensland's first try. There's a suspected forward pass in the lead-up. I wanted to know the panel's thoughts on Channel 9 not showing that replay. Do you think it was a deliberate tactic, or do you think it was just something that was overlooked?
I think it's a deliberate from the Channel 9 broadcasters, because also if you see a bit of a punch-up or something, or something that they think some viewers might be up in their arms about, they don't show it. Or if there's someone running on the field, they don't show it. They try to hide away from it.
No, but I think they're running on the fields now, so people don't get attention, so they don't know who they are.
Yeah, but we want to see it. We want to see the security guards crash down.
Yeah, we did the other night with the Channel 9 panel. You could see someone running across the field right behind, behind
did anyone see that one that did it was over in New Zealand? So he some bloke dodged one security guard and
got over the fence.
No, and another security guard came out and shoulder barged him and laid him flat out.
I did.
I think it's deliberate tactics too, because that's just my opinion, and they sort of maybe go to cover the blunder, maybe.
Oh, I reckon that's what it is.
But I mean, if it's forward pass and it's been let go, well, show it.
They can't rule on it.
Or should a forward pass be ruled by only a side judge, or do you reckon the referee should be able to rule on it as well? Because
I reckon the bunker can too, because
there was a couple of iffy ones, because that first one, then there was the Blues one that was ruled a forward pass. Then 5 minutes later, the exact spot, Queensland got away with one.
I just don't understand how it's the rules. If forward pass, you can't do it, so why can't they rule on it?
Well, that's the thing too. They're watching the same game we are on the same kind of TV. We're seeing the same thing. We can see it. Why can't they? So what do you think, Andy?
Yeah, no, I agree with all that. That sounds good. Can I ask a supplementary question to the crazy lady?
Depends.
Just a quick one.
Yeah.
So if the Knights lose this weekend, let's assume that they're out of it's going to be very hard for them to make the top 8. Who sneaks into the top 8 this year in the last couple of positions?
Who is in the top 8?
Yeah, I know it's not going to be the Warriors, the Tigers, the Bulldogs. Oh.
No.
Yeah. Bulldogs are too far back.
Yeah.
It'd be the likes of Brisbane.
Oh, the Dragons.
Canberra?
Dragons? Canberra's only 2.
Manly?
Yeah, Manly. There's Raiders.
If Manly beat the Storm this weekend, because Munster will be out.
All the Roosters are in ninth.
And,
No.
And Kafusi.
No, don't reckon.
I'm hoping not, except for Connor. I'd like to see maybe the Raiders or.
Well, Roosters are
sneak
going to
in.
lose this Friday. So I reckon either the Manly will sneak in, or the Raiders.
I reckon the Raiders could be a darkie.
No one's tipping the Dragons.
Yeah,
They're
yep.
Dragons are 8th at the moment. Anyone see them staying in there?
Nah.
I don't know. I just got a feeling.
The Dragons will start to fall over this time of year.
Yeah, definitely.
I just got a feeling that Ricky Stewart might pull some of his magic and the Raiders take that 8th spot and maybe.
Manly won't miss out on the 8. They never do.
I guess.
Let's hope they're not win on the weekend and they still make it.
I guess it all with Manly. It all depends on Turbo and Gerbo, really.
No,
doesn't it?
Turbo's out for the year.
That's what I mean. So he gone. So then Gerbo
And Burbo.
and Burbo.
I reckon the Roosters will definitely jump in there.
Can you see? I've got one for you, Andy. Can you see anyone in the top 8 slipping out?
Oh, we're losing him.
Oh, we're losing Big Andy there.
Yeah, you there?
Yeah, we got you, mate.
Well, I reckon if it's anyone besides the Dragons, I don't see Souths. They're getting the troll back. But hold your ear, block your ears, Gary. The Riverworms, maybe. They're 6.
No, I don't think the Riverworms will. They'll finish top 4, Riverworms.
But I think this might be the final year for the Riverworms. They're losing a few people, so you might see them slip down a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone thought that about the Storm.
I just got this knife feeling in me back.
No, I reckon Roosters will jump in.
Yeah. That was interesting, but that's a really good question. So, yeah.
All right, I'll let you go. Enjoy the show.
All right, mate.
Go look after your wife.
Go look after your wife,
I
and
will.
hopefully we'll see you back in the next couple of weeks.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds good, mate. Be good to have you back.
Okay. Have a good night.
Thanks,
See you.
champion.
Hey, Andy.
Bye.
Big Andy. That was a surprise.
Big Andy. Speedy recovery for the cranky lady, is it?
Yeah. So, hopefully have him back soon. But we'll go on to caller number 4.
3.
3. That is correct. Sorry. Number 3. Who we got?
This is Peter Peterson from Patterson Road, Patterson.
Oh,
I used to write in a couple of times on different questions, and I've been watching the show, and it's quite good. I like it, and I heard you doing phone calls, so it's Peter here, just ringing up to put in a question for you.
Oh, yeah. G'day, Peter. Welcome to the show. What's your question?
Well, I was watching the Origin there the other day, and I really enjoyed it. Go the Blues, and the Kafusi. I'm a Kafusi fan. I like him. He's a good player. But the ref told him more than half a dozen times to go in the bin, and he just stood there.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to see after the second time, just in case they didn't hear him get the orders to march on the first one, like put another 10 minutes on the bin and make it 20, or 10 minutes in the bin and $10,000 fine and give it to some charity. And or when they get the marching orders, they take the nearest exit. Like he only had to take 2 steps off the dead ball line, and they could have kept playing. But every other team in the league and that seemed to stroll all the way up the middle of the field, and then they walk off real slow. And it's just not in the game for me. What's your opinion on all that?
I think he's on to something there about like get him straight off.
It's gamesmanship.
But I think they don't really start it because they want him in the tunnel, not affecting the game whatsoever. So
Yeah, and I agree with him 100%. But the method of the madness, he's done it well. He's done it perfect because it's just give his side that extra couple of minutes to take a breather and get the defence set.
yeah, exactly.
So I mean, you're right. It shouldn't happen, but he's played it to a T and helped his team out dramatically. Because he's just let him down, so he's done everything he can to help him get back. But you're right; they should be straight off.
Yeah, that or a fine or something. 'Cause it was way too long, and like the score blew out at the end. Well, you know, he's done something wrong. He's got to be penalised for it, and the team gets penalised because he's off, and they, like you said, they get a breather and they get set for the play. Well, that shouldn't be it. That's not the game.
Yep.
Otherwise, like in the game, you get tackled. Oh, just wait 5 minutes. Hang on, wait till we get our line set. Well, no, it doesn't work like that.
No, that's right.
I don't like the fine, because what if like some poor bloke on his first grades gets caught in the wrong position and refuses to go off, and he gets slapped with the fine? He doesn't have that kind of money later.
I think it's got a bit more up to a discretion, like if it's blatantly obvious like that.
Yeah.
But mate, yeah, good call. Yeah, good question. So we appreciate your call and enjoy the rest of the show.
Is there any chance of me being in the running for one of them prizes at Jono? How you going, Jono?
Yeah, good, mate.
Yeah, he's got to look into his bag of tricks. Am I in the running for any of that, or?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. There might be a thermos or something in there, something that we give away. So, you're in the running, mate. So, yeah, keep an eye out and we'll declare the winner.
Rightio. Beauty, mate. I'll keep watching the show. It's great. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, champion. Appreciate your call.
Thanks, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
It's time for caller number 4. Who we got there?
Yes, hello. Nighttime podcast.
Yeah, you're on the air.
Yes, it's Terence. I'm back in town.
Oh,
nice.
Mate, Terence, how you going, mate?
Well, no, I'm not too good, actually. I was out of town for no more than, just a week. I was over taking care of some rather hairy affairs, and I get back and I found out that Simon has taken the liberty to call up on whether it's my behalf, I'm not too sure, and complain to the whole world that his souffle wasn't right.
Yes, we did have a caller last week. Right. We did speak to Simon, and I couldn't help him.
It's all good for Simon. I mean, I'm the one that has to work in a mine site, and I don't let him out of the house, and now you know why. A secret. Listen, you're going back on the leash very soon. I cannot get up, and it's your fault. Look, I tell him about self-raising flour, and he's been telling me for the last 14 years that flour needs nurturing and love. It's not going to raise itself.
Well, yeah, mate.
Look, I'm so emotional. I'm sorry, but what a good win for the Blues. Excuse me. Listen, speaking of Blues... No. If you keep this up, we are going to trade blows. We are live. We are coming to blows. Stop using blows coming in the same sentence. You know what it does. Listen, go in the Blues. What a great game. I was so wonderfully enthused during the whole match. All those boys sweating, and oh my God, it was
great ball skills.
Yeah, there's plenty of good ball skills, wasn't there?
Lots of good ball skills. There was they held onto their balls all night magnificently. I didn't see much ball handling go wrong.
Did you see that bare bottom in the game?
Oh, is that Big Jono? No, it was young Felice. I didn't miss it.
Yeah, it was 2 actually. Yes. Now they said it. Yeah, Kafusi.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is Big Johnson on tonight?
Yes, that's the Big Johnson.
Yes, I am on tonight.
Big Johnson. I mean, okay, I've got an admission to make. That little Golden Globes joke last week was hilarious.
It was very funny.
I do have a question, gentlemen. Did you find that the Queensland team were maybe treated a little bit stiff by the referee?
No, I don't think so. A lot of people are saying, but I thought he didn't have a bad game. No, I thought... End of the day, too, he kept warning them about it, and then I know Cherry Evans said...
frenzy.
What's that, sorry?
I said 6 again. What a delicious frenzy it was.
How much rugby league have you been watching, Simon?
Well, you told me to learn.
Not rugby league.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm going back to the kitchen.
Yes,
good luck with that souffle.
A wonderful experience, and I must say it was the first State of Oranges match for me.
Oranges.
Oh, you're a big fan of the fruit?
Look, bring back the oranges, I say. I think we see a lot more of it, and, somebody who's now, rugby league savvy, I think we need to see the State of Oranges back in Newcastle sometime.
You used to like playing league, didn't you?
Well, I was never good at it.
No, but you love being pulled off at half time.
Oh God! No, it was a cracker of a game. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it too. And so, how's the AFL team bonding thing going for you? You've been getting any flack over that?
Well, not really. The Bombers are still bombing, and the Cats are still Cats.
Shut up, you bitch.
That's the AFL for you. I think I'm turning.
No, the AFL team in Newcastle.
How's that been going along? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I forgot about that. Look, we had our first meeting the other day, and it was a bit like an anti-social meeting. It was like, I'm starting up the anti-social party. Who would like to join me? Nobody. So we picketed. We got our muscle book ready to go, and I put a flyer in the paper and all those kinds of things. And unfortunately, Simon and I were the only one there, basically to share the meringue, the lemon meringue that Simon that beautifully put together.
Well, you just got the Big Johnson interested anyway.
I love a good meringue.
Well, between Simon and I and a bunch of lemons, we get all sorts of things happening there. Well, boys, but look, next time, it's only a chance of maybe the podcast getting behind it a little bit, perhaps.
Yeah, mate, we could do that. I tell you what, how about you guys send us in a photo of yours, and we'll put it on the site and give it a plug for you.
Wait, what was that? Get behind you.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, if you could please get behind us and give us a plug, that'll be beautiful.
A plug.
Oh.
But look, we don't want to waste any more time, but yes, go the Blues, and yes, let's get the State of Oranges to Newcastle along with a good KFL match. I believe that was a Freudian slip.
Oh, mate, appreciate your call. And yeah, like I said, send us in a photo so we know we can put a face to who we talk to.
Oh, yes, no problem. Can I get Simon's face on there? He's a beautiful lad.
Yeah, no, it'd be good just to get both of you on there. And I'll give it to the Big Johnson. I'll frame it for him.
Well, just a quick question before you go. Is it okay if what sort of clothing would you like us in for the photograph? Because
mate,
those photographs we have are. Have you ever seen Police Academy? When they walk into the blue stuff?
The Blue Oyster Bar, yes.
Well, we're dressed. We do like our chaps and our leather.
In fact, Terence had to shave his body hair to make the straps actually sit properly on his.
Oh, Terence, you know why I shaved them?
Yeah, no, I will leave that up to you. And thanks for the call.
No problems. Good to see you. Hello, Kylie.
Hi.
Are you wearing pink tonight?
No, I'm wearing black, but Dean's got pink hair.
I'm wearing a bit of pink.
The old Smetter's got pink hair. A little bit of pink hair.
Love a pink hair.
She must be mourning. Okay. You have a wonderful evening, all. Big Johnson.
Yeah.
Love you.
I love you too.
Just love hearing your voice, please. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks for your call.
That's okay. I'm going back to the kitchen anyway. I'm going to try and make some chocolate soldiers.
Oh, all right, guys. That was caller number 4, and we might take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys. Welcome back. That was Talking Schmidt. Yeah. Bit of some fun characters to ring up from time to time.
Yeah, there's some characters out there.
But a couple are very fond of you, mate.
It's quite scary. But who isn't fond of me?
Well, that's right, mate. That's right. That's why you're popular on the show, and that's why you won the Logie. So anyway, time for a bit of humour.
I think we just had it.
Yeah, well, time for a little bit more with the crazy ladies' jokes of the week.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
All right, here goes. A hotshot London banker parks his brand new Porsche in front of the office to show it off to his colleagues. As he's getting out of the car, a truck comes speeding along too close to the curb and rips off the car door, zooming off without stopping. More than a little distraught, the banker grabs his mobile and calls the police. 5 minutes later, the police arrive. Before the policeman has a chance to ask any questions, the man starts screaming hysterically, "My Porsche! My beautiful silver Porsche is ruined. No matter how long it's at the pedal beaters, it's simply never to be the same again." After the man finally finishes his rant, the policeman shakes his head in disgust. "I can't believe how materialistic you bloody bankers are." He said, "You lot are so focused on your possessions that you don't notice anything else in your life." How can you say such a thing at a time like this, sobs the Porsche owner. The policeman replies, didn't you realise that your right arm was torn off when the truck hit you? The banker looks down in horror. Oh no, he screams. Where's my gorgeous Rolex?
That's a good one. I like that one. That's clever.
What's more?
One more.
Encore.
A cabbie picks up a nun. The cab driver stares at her. She asks him why he's staring and he says, I've always had a fantasy to kiss a nun. She says, I'll kiss you if you're single and Catholic. The cab driver says, I'm both. The nun says, pull into an alley. The nun then kisses him in the way that would make a working girl blush. Back in the cab, though, the driver starts crying. I lied. I'm married and Jewish. The nun says, that's okay. My name is Kevin and I'm going to a Halloween party.
I like the first one better, but that was clever.
Yeah, it was. Oh, they're both pretty cool, actually, but I got one little one for you.
Here we go. It's not good.
Why didn't Han Solo enjoy his steak? Because it was chewy. Anyway, that's the crazy ladies' jokes of the week and my attempt of humour. But you know, I do ones like that to make her look even better than what she already is.
That is true, yeah.
So you know, there's a method in my madness. But we might take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back, and it's time to introduce our first new segment, Jono.
What's that?
Challenge the crew.
Well, what's the challenge?
The challenge this week is the world's hottest corn chips.
I hate spicy food.
Yes.
And that's with the capital H-A-T-E.
I thought you were just sponsoring the Panthers, see?
Well, the thing is, we had a pre-go of this there the other week, and I tell you what, the next day, I was absolutely. Let's just say I'm glad I work alone, and she's probably glad I was at work. So anyway, without further ado, we're all going to get into this, are we?
We might end up in divorce court, making me do this.
I'm not making you. You sign a waiver to do it at your own risk. So we're going to get Floorboy Gary and his apprentice Mitch in as well. From the nosebleed section.
To the mouth bleed section.
And we go. So if you've got any challenges you want to see us do, it doesn't have to be just eating a hot, spicy food. It can be anything, outside the studio or whatever. But
hit us up and see.
So let's do this.
Is there a small one in there?
That's what I was trying to find.
How come they're all big? Oh my God.
Oh, I'm scared.
You get two.
I'm scared.
I just want to. I took 2 last week.
Yeah, he was a man. He took 2.
I'm going to do 2 again this week.
Oh,
crazy.
Now I'm going to throw a challenge out. Anyone else does 2, I'll go 3.
Well,
I think you're safe.
I've challenged Mitch to go another one after this. All right,
now, before you start, are you happy with your chip? It doesn't have too much seasoning on it?
Yeah, I know. Like last time, I had that much seasoning.
Wait, does it have seasoning?
Nah. No. I think Mitch's has been blow dried. It hasn't got much seasoning on it at all. Dip it in your milk.
That one's not a full one.
Yeah, I would have been happy.
You fingered it, so you got to eat it.
Yeah. All right, let's do this.
So, no one's going an extra?
No, hell no.
Ready?
I've only got 2.
Oh, chip in.
Chip. Here we go.
Oh.
Already.
Oh, what Mitch is out.
It went up my nose.
My ear's burning.
Come on, Kyle. It's still in your head.
I took a chunk.
Hey, it's hot going down. I was going to have the third one, but I'm not.
2 hours later.
Welcome back, guys. Sorry for the extended break, but they were hot.
They were hot.
Yeah, right.
You did well. You actually did a chip this week.
Thank you.
Rock, scissors, paper. Whoever loses gets another one.
No,
I'm good.
I'll go right now.
Floorboy Gary, you in for that one?
No, mate, not after 2.
I'll tell you what. I was adamant, I'm just going to throw it straight down past the tongue and past the taste buds and lips, you know what I mean? Just get it down the throat and chew it and it should be fine. That was the method, but it went straight under the tongue, straight to the taste buds, and then on my lips. So, it was horrendous. But we did it again, so it's time for the next challenge. So we got
a new segment. It's called 10 in the Bin.
Ooh.
And our special guest this week is Smita.
Yay.
So we're just going to get a few questions just to know a bit about you, because I'm sure a lot of the people don't know a lot about you. So got a few questions. A couple I was scraping the bottom of the barrel for, because I'm going to be honest, I couldn't think of anything else. But let's get it started. Question number 1. What was your first date you took Kylie on?
Curry Bowling Club. It was a charity night for a guy that was a bit ill.
Oh, very nice. What was your dream job growing up as a kid?
I always wanted to be a fireman, and also wanted to be a security guard at the Knights game. I used to go there all the time, and I thought, I'm going to do that one day, get paid to come watch the Knights play. So I did, and so I was a security at the Knights for many years, and I wasn't a fireman, only in the bedroom I dress up as a fireman maybe, but that's about as close as I'll get to a fireman, unfortunately. But
what's the best sporting stadium you've been to besides McDonald Jones?
To be honest, I don't have to say. I've been to a few, but the one that stands out of late is the River Williams Stadium, Bank West. Combank is it called now?
Yeah.
From a spectator's perspective, it's a really good stadium to watch football. So I wish that we could do ours a bit more like that, and have the place red and blue lights, not those old school lights that we've got to turn on at midday to use at six tonight. But I'd have to say, Combank.
Where has been your best holiday you've been to?
Obviously some good ones with mum and dad growing up, and then with the kids. But the one that really stands out too also is we've just been Kylie on the honeymoon. It was the Maldives.
Oh
yeah.
You'll have an extra passenger for that time if you ever go back.
The overwater bungalow. So
very nice.
No, it was really good.
What was your favourite sport growing up as a kid?
Favourite sport? I had 3 of them actually that I really enjoyed. Soccer. I played that for many years, and obviously rugby league with Chief Harrigan was my hero, and I was really into the basketball.
Nice.
Obviously being a taller bloke, I used that to my advantage, and I played that for many years. So I loved the basketball.
Sure. What's one country you haven't been to that you would love to go to?
To be honest, I'd love to go to America, watch the NBA, and probably. I'd have to say America and Fiji. I want to go and see. I love the Fijian culture and village kind of, all that kind of stuff. So, those 2.
What's your go-to cooking dish?
Mate, I tell you what, I make a mean satay chicken.
Ooh,
and, even the daughter that doesn't live with us, she loves it. She's making her own version of it now, but... Tell you what, that's a challenge I'll do one night. I'll throw it out there. I'll even do it on the show.
I was just about to say, challenge to see how many satay chicken sticks or something we can eat.
Nah, this is different than satay chicken and rice.
It's like a curry kind of.
Rice.
Yeah.
I'll just do the chicken part.
Is it as hot as them chips though?
No, it's really nice. I'll actually make it, and we'll have a little...
we should bring our own little dish in and have a special guest judge and taste all the dishes.
Good idea.
Yeah, we'll do that one night. And Matt Preston.
Yes.
So, satay chicken, or I used to make Kylie bruschetta bread, my own version.
Oh, nice.
But I had chopped up chicken breasts and all that on it as well. So,
Oh, very nice.
yeah,
Pineapple on a pizza, yes or no?
not a chance in the world.
Yeah, I'm with Gary.
No.
Not a
All
fan.
right, Split. What's artist or genre of music do you listen to?
Oh, I like a lot of different ones, but I really love Linkin Park. I was a big Chester Bennington fan, and you know, when you sit there and actually listen to his music now, you understand what he was going through all them time. But you know, I like a lot of things from Metallica. Growing up playing guitar with Metallica and Guns N' Roses and John Butler Trio. Yeah, I like a lot of stuff, but yeah, I'm a big, humongous Linkin Park fan.
And final question, how did you become a Knights supporter?
Oh, easy that one. Arnie worked for the Knights, and she took me to the first ever game. And, I went ever since. And then big Gary Harley.
Yeah.
A big family friend, and he took me into the sheds there. It was in the 90s. We played against Penrith of all teams. And it was Origin week, and Harrigan was in the Origin. So he was there, but he wasn't playing, and Big Gaz took me into 2HD for the studio, and then into the dressing sheds at halftime, met Chief Harrigan. And, in the old sheds that they used to be, and then, that was, I was a huge Chief Harrigan fan. So, and then the Arnie, I remember a few years later, the Arnie got me remember when Chief Harrigan was had the big feathers, NIB.
Yeah.
Got a big poster of that signed from him, and huge Chief fan.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, sir, for participating in 10 in the Bin.
10 in the Bin, new segment. So, we're going to be doing that with Phil Albert panel and any guests that come in, different. So, that's just a little
snippet. What's to come.
But also, too, with the ball and cup in front of you, mate, we're going to give that away to a little guest or whoever can think of the next challenge. Right in the best challenges for us to do. So we did the chip challenge tonight, so put it out there. What's our next challenge? And for the best one's going to win a KP football and a Knights mug.
Oh, definitely.
So
Get on that, guys.
And we might get into around the grounds.
Around the grounds.
So, actually, we haven't spoke about the International League this week either, so we might jump into that as well. First up was, you want to go for all, mate?
Yeah, so the first game was on a Wednesday night. It was the Lebanon team, 30 over Malta 14.
I didn't watch this one, I must be honest. I didn't.
Yeah, never did I.
I didn't watch any international games, if I must be honest. Is that chip coming back up?
Oh, mate.
Oh, yeah. I'm still
That's
feeling
pretty
it.
ordinary. I tell you what, all I can say is if anyone's out there listening from work, you do not want to work with me tomorrow. It is, it's starting to come back up.
I feel rest in peace to people that worked with me today.
Oh, it's ordinary. And the next one, mate.
Next one, New Zealand 26 over Tonga 6.
I watched this one. This was a really good game.
It's like the score. I remember seeing Fisher Harris as a fish out of water.
He's
running down.
I've seen that. That was awesome.
Oh, mate, yeah. I thought, he's going to get over here, but nah.
Yeah.
Played really well. A few of them played really well. It was a good game to watch.
And I like Smith's little thing on Facebook. He'll look good red and blue.
Oh, wouldn't he? What? But
he would.
yeah, I got a backhand from that one. But anyway. He'd be a handy one to pick up.
He would.
The next game, Samoa 42 over the Cook Islands 12.
Yeah, this was another good one. Excuse me. I think the Cook Islands actually played better than the scoreline actually showed. But, Samoa had a pretty...
How did Milford play? Because he was in this game.
Yeah, not too bad. Kicked goals too. Marty Tapau. There's a few, decent NRL players in there. What's his name from Manly?
Schuster Smith.
Yeah, Schuster was in there, but Josh Alloy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, concussed and had to go off. So, yeah, hopefully he's all right. I'm sure he is. And, yeah, that wasn't a bad game, but, yeah, I liked the, before the like the Kiwis do the haka and all that kind of thing.
That's really good.
Love it, mate. Love the intro for all those.
And final game, Papua New Guinea 24 over Fiji 14.
This was my favourite game that I was looking for. I like the New Zealand, love the haka, but I really enjoy listening to the Fiji hymn. And the passion. This means the world. I'll go as far as saying that these Fijians, if they get to play for their country, means more to them than winning a grand final.
I 100% agree with that.
Too.
The way they are is just amazing. And like at the start, early in the show there, the hymn that they showed us, that is actual footage sent to us from inside the camp.
Yeah.
Someone we know involved there sent us the footage from inside the camp.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, had a
That sounds
little.
good.
Oh, mate, I'd love to get involved with the Fiji national team next time they do something where, even if it's just for a day, just being around all the players and the coaching staff and just helping and watching and just
taking note.
Yeah, just getting involved with how they, mate. It'd be awesome, and the respect they had towards PNG after the game, they all got together and they, in a big circle and locked arms and done another hymn or whatever it's called, and mate, yeah.
That's been like tears to my eyes now.
It's no, that's the chip, mate. But yeah, I just think the way the world is these days with racism and etc. This helps bring it back. Gets all that kind of out. Absolutely love it. So for me, this has to stay.
Probably if it should.
So, but yeah, no, that's all.
Even the game, like who is it? They played every year. Is it the All Stars and someone else?
Oh, the All Stars and the Maoris.
Yeah, that's always a good game as well.
Yeah, but I like to see the Fijians and the Samoans, all them involved. So I think it should be every year, whether it's at the end of the year, whatever. I don't care as long as it's there.
Exactly, I agree with that.
And yeah, shout out to the Fijian national team. Next time you're doing something like that, I want to get down for the day and get involved and just be around. Even if I'm just sitting there watching and but I'd like to be a part of it just for the day, and it'd be awesome, to be honest. And anyway, that's around the grounds for last week because that was a pretty short week. But we might get into the team list.
Team list.
Just made the list.
Excuse me, let me just go through my notes.
Oh, mate, take your time because this chip's coming back.
Oh, it's coming back. All right.
Oh, that's not real good.
All right, we'll start off with the mighty Newcastle Knights. At fullback, we've got Tegsoi, Kalen Ponga. On the wings, we've got Edric Lee and Dominic Young. In the centres, we've got Darren Gagai and Unari Tuala. In the halves, we've got Anthony Milford and Adam Clune. In the forwards, we've got David Clemmer and Jacob Saifidi. Chris Randall at hooker. Back row is Tyson Frizzell and Mitchell Barnett. Kurt Mann locks the scrum. The interchange bench is Simi Sark, Leo Thompson, Matt Croker and Basami Solu. And Jake Clifford is the 18th man. We'll just go through the Gold Coast Titans and then we can pick it apart. At fullback, we've got Alexander Brimson. On the wings, we've got Greg Marzu and Jermaine Asako. In the centres, we've got Brian Kelly and Patrick Herbert. In the halves, we've got Paul Turner and Toby Sexton. In the front row, we've got Jared Wallace and Isaac Liu. Aaron Clark is the hooker. In the back row, we've got Sam McIntyre and Bo Firmner. Third and locking the scrum is Big Tina. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
He done well there.
And the interchange bench, they got Tane Boy, Makali Fodoloki, Jermaine Jolliffe. David Fafita makes his comeback in 17. And the 18th man is Corey Thompson. I was going to say, a bit of bold prediction. I would have liked to see Anthony Milford at 1 and then Jake Clifford in the halves.
Nah, I personally would have thought Kurt Mann to 1. And then brought probably either Leo... oh, excuse me. Oh, no. Then brought Leo Thompson into lock.
And then
Brody Jones onto the bench from the cup game.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
Even kept Leo Thompson on the bench and bring him up. Even I think that, what's his name? Matt Croker's been playing his heart out.
Matt Croker.
Maybe starting him because he's been...
Actually, got to give him a rap. He come into me work on the weekend. I was talking to him for a bit. Actually, a really good bloke.
Yeah.
No, he seems like a...
Oh, yeah.
With his family as well.
Promoting Croker to 13 and bring in Brody Jones, I felt, onto the bench, or even Jesse Sue, but I probably would have went for Broads. I think Brody's been playing well.
Yeah, he has.
But he's been a bit crook lately, so shout out to Broads.
Brody, speedy recovery, buddy.
Yeah, so... But I did speak to Kurt too, and I said any chance of him playing the 1. This was before Tex was named, and he said, no, Tex is going to be in there. So, yeah, shame. I would have loved to have seen Kurt at 1, to be honest.
Because he's been playing it since Ponga's
when
been...
Ponga goes off, even for the HIA, whatever.
Yeah.
And I just like, don't get me wrong, Kurt's playing unreal football at lock and provides that extra ball playing half. But just even if it's just in defence, if Kurt dropped back in defence, played fullback, but in attack, played lock.
Yeah.
And just the way, like you see Kurt, I no disrespect to Ponga again, but, they're two different styles of football. But I like the way how you see Kurt, he's at the back, and he's directing orders.
Yeah.
And he's directing the defence around and that. And to me, if I'm a coach, that's what I like to see in my fullback.
Yeah.
Is the fullback there,
totally agree.
Marching giving the orders, because he can see the whole thing too. And it's like he's setting his defence because he's the last line. But, yeah, I just love that style of play from a fullback. And I would have liked to have seen him at 1. No disrespect to Tex. Tex might have come onto the bench or something, but, yeah, for me, I would have pushed Kurt to 1.
Who's the captain this weekend?
Oh, yeah, good question, because there's no Ponga. So I would give it to, deservingly, which it won't, but it should go to David Clemmer. No captain has been named, have they?
No.
Tyson Frizzell will take it.
I'd say, that was my money on Frizzell.
But, yeah, I would give it to Clemmer and Tyson to share it, maybe. If Tyson goes off, Clem takes it. But
Well, what if they're both off? Who do you give it to then?
Kurt Mann.
True. What if he's off too?
Not
enough Chiefs on the field.
Yeah, but I would like to...
Dean Smith.
Yeah, I'll get the start. But let Clemmer lead him out.
Yeah,
let him lead him out, and let him have his limelight of that. I know he probably would have wanted, but he'd probably enjoy it and it'd be an honour. So he deserves it. Give it to him. But
do you reckon we get him on the show one night? Big
mate, I'd love to. He actually spoke to him last year, and we said about it. He said, he'd come on. So if we can talk to him, it'd be an honour to have him on. To be honest, a lot of respect for the bloke. He's an absolute legend.
Oh, he just plays and moan never dies.
But on the Titans side, Herman Essa can't even make it anymore. He's back on the reserves again. They've got a decent side, but I mean, Bo Firma's been killing it up there.
It's
Jared Wallace.
No, look, 17. David Fafita would have fall from grace. He was like their premier signing, marquee signing. He can't even crack the starting side.
Big Tino.
Big Tino.
I mean,
like it's not going to be an easy game.
Nah, that's far from it. So, I mean, yeah, AJ Brimson, you know, Patrick Herbert, Jermaine Asako. There's some good talent there. So, yeah, get to McDonald Jones Stadium and let's get behind the boys. Cause,
what's going on with Clifford? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it a confidence thing? Because I watched him play against Canberra in the Cup
New South
game.
Wales Cup. He didn't have a good game, did he?
No, he didn't. He did a couple of good things.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember watching the last 5 minutes of that game. Shout out to Crown Casino or Star Casino.
But I think he might have maybe the confidence down somehow. For some
Do you
reason.
think he could be homesick?
It's possible, isn't it? But his wife and kids down here. But
Also, she's come living down here now. is she?
yeah.
Okay.
But as far as I'm aware, but yeah, I don't know. Something's not right. But I'd like to hopefully
see him back in the side.
Oh yeah, he's an absolute champion guy.
Yeah.
I've only met him once, but this is what the first game he come down. He wasn't playing, but he was just arrived.
Yeah.
And we met him in the stands there, and I tell you what, man, he could just like you hadn't just met him, like you've been speaking to him for months. You're just the type of bloke who's just really down to earth and yeah, absolute legend of a guy. So hopefully,
And they keep him at the club then.
yeah, I'd like to see him stay.
Yeah.
Whether we keep Milford too, I'm not 100% sure on that.
No, I think one's got to go, but
No, I think we've got the room and we've got the money because we're losing a few. I know we're getting a couple too, but we're losing a few, and we still had one more spot on the top 30. So I know we do need a half and a 5'8". Whether Milford stays or he goes to the Dolphins is the number one question. But I say this: if Milford isn't staying, let's find out now.
yeah.
And stop this talk of let's get Luke Brooks.
Yeah, I was going to say that before.
Let it go. Luke
Yeah.
Brooks is not our answer.
No.
And we focus on
Jack Hastings, yes.
Jackson Hastings to come to the club with Clifford.
Yeah.
And we have them as our halves combination.
And we keep it like that.
And we keep it.
Yeah,
we
so-
stick to it, and we don't go, 2 or 3 weeks
Yeah,
into it.
can't keep on changing.
No, we stick to it.
Exactly.
And if they're having a bad game for week 3, week 4, week 5, suck it up.
Yeah.
Because we've got to stick to it and let it go for it. Barring injury.
Oh, exactly.
Look at Queensland. They weren't winning all the time, but they stuck to it. And then they had this dominance. We need to stick to it. We can't keep chopping and changing. Otherwise, we're never going to win.
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
So this is what I would do. I would chase Jackson Hastings along with Clifford. And if we're not going to go for another 5'8", or we're losing Tex Hoy, so there's enough. But if we
fullback we need, or
possibly, but we've got Hodgson. But in saying that, if we're not going to chase another, if Clifford, if Milford goes and we don't chase another one, throw Kurt Mann at 5'8".
yeah.
And along with Clifford, and stick to it.
Yeah.
Don't just go, we'll give it a week or two. Let him go. But, I mean, I can't see Kurt moving from lock at the moment, the way he's
No,
playing.
it's in too much good form.
But I think we need to chase a 5'8", or a half. Whether we push Clifford to a 5'8" and we chase a half, which is Hastings, he can play both as well. I just think, I know he's not a spring chicken, but he's not that old. He's still got a few years in him.
Yeah, definitely.
And, have him for, maybe 3 years. We'll see how he goes. And by that time, we've blooded another young guy.
Yeah.
So that's what I'd be doing. I'd be chasing him. I wouldn't be going after Brooks. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd be
Brooks
going-
isn't our answer.
I don't think so. Andrew John thinks it is, and he's probably, he's the GOAT. But
Yeah.
for me, it's Hastings and Clifford.
Yeah.
Or Milford and... sorry. Those bloody chips. If Milford stays, well, that'll be good as well.
Milford and Clifford.
If Clifford, whether Clifford's happy, that's what we've got to sort out. If Clifford's happy, if he's...
What I could think of as well is, since Milford's been out of the club and took the 6, Jake Clifford's been a bit down. Do you think that could be the reason as well?
It's hard to say, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
I guess only they know. But, yeah.
But nothing against Adam Clune. I just don't think he's the number 7.
He is, but I think he's more of a
14 role.
He might be a 14, but
Yeah.
to me, I think Clune probably needs a little bit more time to gel.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was surprised that he was in there today. I thought Clifford might have come back,
same.
but yeah. Anyway. All right, let's get on to the rest of the games this week.
Career review. So first cab off the rank is the Seagulls and the Storm, and it's played at Four Pines Park.
Oh,
Anyone taking the Storm?
mate, I am going to take the Storm, to be honest.
Yeah, this
I mean, anyone taking the Seagulls?
No, I'll take the Storm.
Yeah.
Storm,
Storm.
sweet. Oh, the Newcastle Knights and the Titans, and this is good old McDonald Jones Stadium.
Got to be the Knights and me. And Mark Hughes Foundation round.
Mark Hughes Foundation round. Everyone got their beanies out.
Got the beanie. I was going to wear it tonight, but I had it on honour the pink hair. So yeah, unfortunately, so I should be getting washed out very
We'll
soon.
be favourite too for this game, wouldn't we?
$9.90 each.
Yeah, it's even money.
Even money, tight game, but
No, I always go the night, so every week.
I don't know. It's a tough game. I don't know who I'm picking yet, but I reckon it's going to be a close game. But that's what I'll say.
It is. It's
But
going to be
time-
whoever's going to be
yeah.
hungrier on the night. I reckon is going to.
But every time the Titans come here, we end up flogging them for some reason.
Well, let's hope you're right.
So hopefully,
If not, we might have to put some of these hot chips in their drink bottle.
Yeah, I reckon we'll have to do that too.
Ooh.
Next game, the Friday night game, the Penny Panthers and the Sydney Roosters.
Should be a cracker of a game, but if the Panthers are still on a high from Origin, they continue
watch
that
out.
form, I can see the
especially
Panthers
at home.
at home. They don't lose much. It's turned into a bit of a fortress there at Penrith. So
Well, my question is, I know they've all been named, but do you reckon they'll all be playing? 'Cause
I reckon
yeah.
yeah. Cleary's on a roll and he's on a high. I don't think he'll want to.
Yeah, I'm going to the Panthers.
Go the Panthers as well. This one could be a bit of a tricky game. The Bulldogs and the Sharks, and it's played at Combank.
Could be an upset round, but I'm going to have to take the Sharks. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the Dogs come through. And
I think same thing with Nathan Cleary, Matt Burton. He's going to be on a high, so I'm thinking I'm going to the Dogs.
Yeah, I'm going with the Dogs too. It's a bit of an upset.
Smoky.
Smoky. Now, this one is going to be a cracker in Queensland Country Bank Stadium. The Cowboys and the Broncos.
Going to take the Cowboys, but just. I mean, the Broncos have turned into a surprise package, a real surprise package, really.
Even without Reynolds as well.
That's right. That's what I mean. So, is Reynolds back this week?
That's what I was about to ask.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I'll take the Cowboys, but in a close one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys
Yeah, I'm gonna
just
have
because
Cowboys.
it's
It's at home.
Yeah, Cowboys at home, up in that beautiful new stadium. So
And they got
Tony Payton's going to play him well. So
yeah.
this one's a bit tricky. It's a hard game this week. The Rabbitohs and the Riverworms.
It's hard to take the Rabbitohs because they've been so. You put it so down on form. Cody Walker for me is just not. He's down for some reason. He's not. His confidence. Latrell's back, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
So that might spring him back into action. So, it's 6 on 7. So, maybe the Eels in a close one.
I'm taking the Rabbitohs. I can see Latrell Mitchell just taking this game over. It'd be good to be back.
I think I could hear a growl in the background there.
Yeah, I think I heard that too.
But yeah, no.
No, but I think this one's going to be a close game as well.
I'll tell you what, the next one I'm really excited for.
Back in New Zealand.
For the New Zealand
Warriors versus West Tigers. That good old Mount Smart Stadium in Auckland.
And I'll tell you what, I reckon that'll be packed to the rafters.
Oh, you just took the words out of my mouth.
So yeah, good on him. I'm really. I might make sure I watch this one. Yeah, good on them. There's no one more in the world deserving a game of football this week than the Auckland crowd. So
I'm taking them 13 plus.
Ooh.
Yeah, I might take the Warriors, eh? Yeah, I'm going to take the Warriors.
I'm going to take the Warriors too. Another tricky game. The Dragons and the Raiders at the Wollongong.
To me, I don't know. The Dragons is. I know they're they're in 8th position, but they're too hot and cold for me.
They are very hot and cold. Well, and saying that, Ben Hunt was leading the Dally M.
How I'll ask Corey when he's back next week.
And like Nathan Cleary and all them playing.
That's what I mean. Even Cleary, for me, the one who should be winning it is Isaiah.
Yeah. I think he was second. He was up there. So
what's Nathan Cleary coming?
He'd have to be close.
I think he was in the top 10 or something, but he had missed a few games for injury. So
after the last few weeks, I'd say he's climbed the ladder.
I don't think if Clem didn't get that injury, he'll be pretty close.
Yeah, Clem's got to be having a few
good points.
In saying that, you see some games he plays and you think, oh, he killed it, but he doesn't even get a point. You know what I mean? So,
even being in a losing side, like he's still giving that 110%. Like,
always does.
Yeah.
But so the Raiders, Adam Elliott, for me, I reckon he'll have a good game. So, yeah, I'll take the Raiders in a tidy.
Yeah, I'm going an upset.
I'm going the Great Red V.
Ooh.
But that's just me. I could be wrong.
I know. No, mate, you could be right. But
I reckon they're all going to be close this week. Don't get me wrong, probably
Except for the Knights, we're going to beat the Titans by 40.
I was going to say the Manly Storm game. That probably won't be
That's
close.
always a good game too.
But, I reckon it's going to be a pretty tight round this week. It's a hard week to tip, I reckon.
Some good games of football on. So
it's good to have a full round of footy back too over the 3 days. So,
but get out there no matter what game it is, and support the Mark Hughes Foundation.
Make sure you purchase your beanies, your scarves, bow ties, and if you just want to donate, head to their website. Yeah,
and the caps are good too. I've got a cap; they're pretty good too.
Awesome.
Nice. All right, we'll get on to our bold predictions.
Bold predictions. Bold prediction for me. Where's the team list? Dominic Young to score a double.
Yeah, that's weird.
Is that bold? Is that bold enough? Or?
I'm really impressed with Dominic Young. To me, he only played how many games first grade he played last year?
I think
so he's still eligible for Rookie of the Year?
Oh, he might be on that board.
With the Knights? Well, at least with the Knights.
Yeah.
I reckon
then you got Leo Thompson.
I was just about to say that. I still think Dom Young probably takes out our Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. From last year, he's made a massive improvement, but
But you still remember people that bagged him out last year?
Oh, yeah. And we all said on the show, bear with him, he's only a kid. Yeah. Now look at him.
It's not like he's like he grew up in Australia. This is his first.
He's a long way away from home. So
I reckon Dom Young for a double.
Dom Young for a double. Well, I'm going to go Clemmer to get his first try at home, and Kurt Mann is going to get a double.
Ooh,
which then activates the Gosling for Mitch to do. If Clemmer or Kurt scores, there's a Gosling. If they both score, what does that do?
Does he do a Gosling with his pants?
No. I can stay on.
A Gosling and or another chip.
Oh, you heard it here first.
Because you're Gosling won't be on air because I won't be at the game because I don't finish work till
So it's a double chip.
Double chip.
Gosling on the show.
Yeah, I had to be Gosling
on the show. And also, I'm throwing it out to Corey because Corey's not here tonight. He missed the challenge. So does he have to have a
I
chip?
think he's got to have him one next week too.
Yeah, Mitch and Corey.
Yeah.
Righto. That's it. That's my bold prediction that they used to both having a chip too.
Okay. Mine is a bit of a loose one. Knights 13 plus.
Ooh.
Clemmer to score. Tex Hoy to score. And Matt Croker to score another try. And if I get that, Dean, you're going to have another chip.
If all of them three score.
Yeah. And the Knights win 13 plus.
Well, that's probably not going to happen.
I know
so
that's a bold prediction, but if that wins,
that is bold. That's
Andy
bold.
If that wins, you're on as well.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you what, if all three of them score and the Knights win by 20 plus, I'll have a gummy bear. For those of you who don't know, these gummy bears are the hottest things you've ever seen. They're even hotter than them chips. So if they all score and the Knights win by 20 plus.
20 plus, it's 13.
No, it's 13 plus, you'll have a corn chip. If you get this 20.
If it's 20, you have
20 plus. But
Is that
all three of them have to score.
Yeah, and the Knights have
and
to.
the Knights have to win by 20 plus.
Yeah.
And I'll have a gummy bear.
And a corn chip as well.
No.
Are you serious? Are you trying to kill me?
No, I said 13, but you're saying 20 plus.
Yeah, for a gummy bear.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
he said a corn chip, but for 13 plus for a gummy for a corn chip.
Oh yeah.
They get 13 points. That's the chip, and then he gets 20. That's the gummy bear.
No, they've got to win. Okay.
They've got to win. If the Knights win by 13 points or 13 to 19 points,
Okay.
And all those try scorers score,
Yeah.
you've got to have a
corn
corn
chip.
chip.
Done.
But if it's 20 plus and all those people score a try,
I'll have a gummy bear.
good deal.
Done. So, speaking of the challenges,
Best challenge, guys.
So send us in a challenge that you want to see us do. It doesn't have to be in the studio eating a corn chip or whatever. It can be anything. It can be outside. We can have to go to a location and do it or whatever. So send it out there, and the winner will get the KP football and Knights mug. So yeah, and who's the hat going to? Signed Knights hat. Or was that for the caller of the week?
Caller of the week, and I think that was Mr. Andy.
We go Andy give to his son for his birthday.
So
happy birthday, Jack! So signed Knights hat coming your way. So that's us for the week.
Yeah, it's good to have footy back.
It is good. It's good to good to be back and on the show and having a bit of fun and burning our mouth out.
Yeah.
So I'd like to also say a big shout out to our sponsors.
It's not a show without sponsors.
No, it's not. So thanks for all your help, and we've got some good things coming up soon. So you have to stay tuned.
Good things coming up in there.
Some stuff we're working on. So all the best for the weekend. Enjoy and go the Knights.
Once a night.
Always a night.
Good night. Oh, hang on. Breaking news. I forgot. The chip just got to me and I forgot all about it. The mower.
Oh, the mower.
Jason Momoa's mower.
Jason Momoa. The mower from Maitland Power and Marine. Smita's birthday's in a couple of weeks. So on the birthday show, we're gonna draw the Momoa. We might get Jason in to draw it, and also Sayers Inc. has blessed us with another tattoo voucher. The other one went to Chandel Thornton, so this one is even bigger. $500 tattoo voucher.
Ooh.
So stay tuned for the next week. We'll come up with an idea how you have to enter it, but it's going to be an easy one like the last one. So you just got to follow the show and enter like that. But I heard you're getting a tattoo soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
22nd of July,
yeah.
10:30.
I might have to have a look at that. But actually, that could be. Is that a Tuesday?
That's a Friday.
Friday.
And we play the Roosters that night at home.
All right, so Friday.
So a few days before my birthday.
Yeah, the next Tuesday after that's when we draw the mower. So, because it's Smita and Cruz, my young fella's birthday that weekend.
What date's your birthday?
The 30th. We play the Bulldogs.
Okay.
So yeah,
mine's the 26th.
Yeah, you don't look a day over 50.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll draw the mower on that, and the Knights. The tattoo voucher's coming as well. So get in, get into the mower. Thanks to Maitland Power and Marine, and big shout out to Lomas Electrical once again for our heating. So that's us for the night, and. Big thanks to Josh for helping with his all of our equipment. So him and his business there.
Shout out to Floorball Gary for giving us a hand as well as always.
So
Crazy Lady and jokes of the week.
Yes, and you guys are coming in again.
And the host as well.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. And so that's us.
Yep.
And this time we're out for the night. So once a night,
always a night,
and good night.
Go to Knights.
Thanks, guys.
Kevin speaking.
Hey, gorgeous.
That's Kevin.
Oh, it's Kevin. Oh, sorry. Oh, that was Mitch. You were supposed to call Andy. Now what we'll do, we'll figure it out so we can set a microphone up here and have them in the chairs, and then we.
Going down, putting you there right in the frame, rapping about a team and the latest game, talking footy and the way we played, ripping and tearing on a new crusade, just trying to do what we can, as true blue die-hard New United fan. It's right time, it's that time, bleed red and blue for a lifetime. It's right time, it's that time, bleed red and blue for a lifetime. It's right time, it's that time, bleed red and blue for a lifetime.